The main factor is that we relate to Jesus among a variety of ways. And part of Christian growth is learning about the different ways we relate to Him and advancing in each of them so that it that that process is finished. So for example, even before we were born, Christ died for us. I mean, that's a distant relationship. I mean, we weren't even there. And so when we're born and the Lord draws near to us and He proposes commitment, you know, do you believe? Do you have faith? We engage Him with a part of us that gives consent. We say yes. But that's an advancement, but it's nowhere near complete because look at all of the notions that are in the Bible that we can participate with and engage. So the process of the Christian life is Him taking a step by His choice for you, preparing us to receive something we don't have. Most of the time when He does that, He adds to it a requirement. You know, will you also go away? And so the Christian life becomes a continual connection. We get more and more added. We have access that we didn't have access before. We understand things we haven't understood before. And you can see it also in, He says, you know, you are my servants, but now you're my friends. See, something moves, something open, something He put to us, we accepted, we were willing to take maybe the additional responsibility, the additional honor, and He changes His engagement with us because a servant and a friend are two different things. And there are other relationships too, and that is a brother. Romans 8 calls us the brothers of Jesus Christ, and so sons. And so the process of the Christian life is the Lord presenting to us. Sometimes it's just virtue. He gives us a capacity, and maybe He gives us instructions. Maybe He asks a question. So what do you think? And then we respond, and it creates a covenant. There has to be two. Two have to be agreed. As that continues on a day-by-day basis, there's also the notion of, say, being led of the Spirit, where the Lord will indicate, turn or stop, hold that thought. And so we need a capacity to be able to read that. We need a capacity to be able to sense that's what's being said. And immaturity prevents you from hearing it. Sin prevents you from hearing it. And so the truth is there, but it's being interfered with. It falls on deaf ears. You heard that. So it's not as though He's not communicating, it's that it gets blocked. And so the skill that I'm proposing is being able to track what is the mind of the Spirit? What's going on right now, the present truth. And sometimes we make it up. The, the Lord showed me I was supposed to buy a car today or something. It's a guess. Other times He's creating a sense of His purpose and His will, and we don't know that it came from Him, and we don't like it. It makes us nervous, or we just don't approve. For some reason, our better judgment says, "No, I don't think so," and so we miss that. And so, the mind of the Lord is the present capacity God has to communicate. Sometimes it's guidance, sometimes it's information. Sometimes you're about to say something to someone and you have a sense they don't need to hear this. It's just a sense. It's not even words. It's just, we used to call it the check of the Spirit, and you learn to respond to it. And as that process grows, then the mind of Christ is joined with ours. The two, there's nothing in His mind that isn't already in ours, and everything we are is within Him. And so